The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the New Hampshire Fisher Cats and the Binghamton Rumble Ponies. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Paul Vaughn, a Michigan-born lefty, gets the starting job here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They come in off a good victory last time out, but one that was just their second win in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 at this homestand.
A swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors. Ready for another chance? Fleming. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Pitch out, nothing doing. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. So 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. Backhanded. Step on the bag for 1. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. On to first, but not in time. He beats it out to keep the inning alive, and the run is in to score.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got the force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
The designated hitter, Ezekiel Ferreira.
Now a snap move over to first, and a dive, but he's back in there. Fleming, the runner at first with 2 gone. And another snap throw to the bag, and he'll dive back in. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. In a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. A run, a hit, and a man left. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Rob Vetter.
Designated hitter, Rob Vetter.
Hit high and deep to right center. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. Perez rounds third and is digging for the plate. He comes across to score. It's a 2-2 game, and he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Hey, after being down by 2.
Digging in to try it again, Frank Fleming.
Frank Fleming.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swinging a soft liner, and that's through into left, a base hit. The relay, the tag, and he's nabbed trying for 2. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Frank Fleming. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled away.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
And the changeup is way low that time. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball to straightaway left. Pierce on the move. And the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. Striding in once again, Carlos Villafuerte. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
And that will conclude matters here in the seventh. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and one man left on base. Eighth inning coming up. The Fisher Cats lead it 5-3. Digging in and looking for more, Rob Vedder. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Harrison at second with 2 down. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Fleming sprinting after it, but he's not going to get there, and he's headed for extra bases again. And he's in safely to third as they also push across his score to make it a 1-run game.
Wow, he's getting his daily conditioning in during the game. That's his second triple, so obviously he's seeing the ball great, and he's showing he knows how to motor around the bases just fine. Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
This evening's game comes to an end 5-4, the final tally. New Hampshire used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Darren Alfonso earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Juan Machado earns the save.
Fulfilling my destiny, yeah. I talk to God like what's next for me. I'm just fulfilling my destiny. I'm just fulfilling my destiny. Yeah. I told y'all I'm a psycho. Ain't no telling what I might do. Yeah. Y'all put his hands around my toe, so I cut him off. That's what you get for stepping on my toes. At the top of the key, that's an ISO. My career about to take off flight mode. You don't like where we're headed? What you sitting on my flight phone? Huh? Yeah. They said wait until your time comes. Nope. Time's up. You put it out. Got you thinking it's your birthday. Woo! Yeah. I'm full of surprises. I let the pressure on the record so you know I'm making diamonds. Tell me how would you define this? You witnessing the finest. Yeah. You never know what you can do until you try it. I've been working late nights like a letterman. He ain't working anymore. Well, forget it then. Somebody get too late. Yeah, the light bulbs.
The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the Trenton Thunder and the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Paul Johnson, the right-hander out of the state of Oregon, gets the ball in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
Frank Fleming.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Yeah, you should take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, for me today, the key to winning this ball game begins and ends on the mound. And it has to be early on the attack, getting 0-1. You can't allow these guys to get into count leverage and to hunt your fastball. There has to be execution, down and away, up and in to keep these guys honest, and it has to start from pitch 1.
The 1-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. One out, nobody on. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Got him swinging in the dirt. Padgett recovers, and he makes the throw to first. Fleming is retired, 2 down now. Chance now to take a look at. Settling in now, Thomas Yamazaki, runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
Thomas Yamazaki.
Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Fleming on the move. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Beggars can't be choosers right there.
Digging in for his second at bat, Fleming. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started. Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Ready for another shot now. Frank Fleming 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Fleming.
Here comes the first pitch. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout.
This is the tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here, because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
Behind 0-2 now. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Another 0-2 home. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. Digging in once again, Frank Fleming.
Center fielder number 25.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Fleming.
Pulled toward right center field. Hampton shading to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Four wins in a row for these guys, and I'm sure they're feeling pretty good about themselves. We'll see how long they can keep this up.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Trenton took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Leo Enriquez earns the win, his second, as he finishes 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed. Kurt Jacobson hammers down the save, his 4th of the season. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Flezak, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Fans, our final line score. First for the victorious Thunder. 3 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For the Fisher Cats, 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 46 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air. Now batting, Frank Fleming comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. And guys, you take a look at our visitors here with the early lead tonight as we play the bottom of the first. They've been hot of late, winners in 4 straight.
Yeah, Matty, this is going to be an interesting watch for me. I can only think back to when you're facing an ace. The team's playing well, you're confident, you go to the ballpark and you want to set the tone. Everybody's in the hitters meetings trying to formulate a game plan to combat what this guy's been able to do throughout the course of the season so far. This should be an interesting game of cat and mouse today.
Missed with a slider. Line to the right side. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? Throw won't get him. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Hero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a run. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Thomas Yamazaki. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. High in the air out to center field. Fleming is after it. 1 away. Now to the plate, Zach Spann. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Zach Spann.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Fleming is in pursuit, and that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Thunder are on top 2-0. Digging in, Frank Fleming. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Frank Fleming.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Liner toward right center. But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out. Next will be the designated hitter, Thomas Yamazaki. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Thomas Yamazaki.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Smith on the move. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. So they pick up no runs on no hits, no errors. And standing in, Frank Fleming.
Center fielder. Frank
Here's the first
Fleming.
pitch to him. And that one just missed outside.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
Swing and a ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. The 1-1 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Rivera, base runner at first with 1 out. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Rivera, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Line drive to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning to this season.
Hampton is right there as he takes it for the second out. Ready once again, Ryan Diggs, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Shoots this one over to first. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit. Stepping up to the plate, Vinny Novoa. He singled his last time up.
Vinny Novoa.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Smith racing back at the track, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. The relay throw to third now, but he's safe, as also on the play a run comes across to score. Into the box now, Vernon Hampton. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Hampton.
The 2-2. Back up the middle. And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Coming to the plate now, Thomas Padgett.
The catcher, number 14, Thomas Padgett.
The 0-1 delivery. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Fleming moving forward. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Yeah, and I can speak from experience, and I can tell you, on a night...
Leading off the inning, Frank Fleming, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Now the 1-1 pitch. Soft liner towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning. Striding forward now is the DH, Ezekiel Carrera. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Carrera.
Chopped weakly to the left. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Ryan Diggs. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Carrasco has it in his sights. And he makes the catch for the second out. Throw back to second, and that's a double play. This one pretty well in the bag. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Trenton leads this one 7-1. Digging in the switch hitter, Alexi Carrasco. A hat trick already to his credit in this one, so he's looking to avoid the dreaded golden sombrero here. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Ozuna ranging into the outfield. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Coming to the plate now, Frank Fleming. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame.
Frank Fleming.
First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Rivera stands at first with 1 out. And he misses again, 2-0.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself at counts where he's likely to be successful.
Take sign must have been on there because that's right down the middle, strike 1.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
Sent on the ground out to second. To second for one. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over. 12-1 at the end of this
Here now
one.
is our final line.
Welcome to ML. Into the box now, Frank Fleming. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The fastball down near the shoe tops. Fellas, you take a look at these guys as they get onto the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
There's one. Stepping in, David Sanchez. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. He's running in there. Now the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Into the box, Ronaldo Huber, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Pulled toward right center field. Fleming on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Now in the box, Preston Rodney. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Rodney.
Swing, and he pulls the fastball high in the air toward deep right center. O'Daniel will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Coming to the plate now, Frank Fleming comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Left center, base hit.
Boy, there's another opposite base hit right there, Dero. He's turning April showers into May foulers right now.
There's no doubt about it. This guy has gotten off to a hot start, but it's his ability to use the whole field. That's what's made the difference. He's not just pull happy or trying to push everything the other way. He's taking what the pitcher's giving him.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Stepping into the box, David Ozuna. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
David Ozuna.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. Ready once again, Frank Fleming. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Rodney is after it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Striding in once again, Thomas Yamazaki. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Yamazaki.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Fleming sprinting after it. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out. A 2-0 finish today. The New Hampshire Fisher Cats jumped out to an
A manager exhorts his team regarding a deficient area of production.
The show's continuing coverage of Eastern League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Reading Fightin' Phils and the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Chris Rowley will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip to start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
So he punches him out looking at the fast. Next will be the designated hitter, Matt Schaefer. And he comes into this one really slumping. The numbers there over the past several games, not very pretty. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Ready for another chance? Frank Fleming. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hit back up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So now with 2 away, the middle of the order gets to bat with opportunities on base.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. That's a nice piece of hit. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
Now a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. And again a throw, and the runner back. Fleming leads off first. With a pair of outs in the inning. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back. Here now the 2-2. Chopped weakly to the left. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And he'll make it up to third here thanks to the throwing miscue, and we'll see how they want to score this play.
This could have been much worse for the first baseman here. He goes up for the throw, leaving his feet, and exposes himself to a potentially devastating collision because the throw was down the first base line. He's lucky he didn't get taken out right here.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. The 1-2. Is swung on and missed, strike 3. So it's no runs on a base hit, also 1 error. So stepping in, Matt Schaefer, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now a flare out to left center, and no one can corral that one. Base hit. The tying run is in to score from second. It's 1-1. Digging in to try it again, Billy Dill. He reached on a single in his first try.
Billy Dill.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. He'll go to the bag for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Digging in and looking for more, Frank Fleming. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they just...
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Frank Fleming. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone. If you could work a couple walks, it could be the start of a big inning.
Lifted the other way down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes, and there's a base hit on the line, and the second run will score as well.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter. And this one's in the dirt, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And not what they were hoping for, as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now. Mariano Huerta
Takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him in the. And this evening's contest comes to a close. 5-3 the final. The Fightin' Phils took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Garrett Andrews earns his first win of the season. Ryan Hennessy closes the door for the save. Time for Mike. Coming to the plate now, Frank Fleming. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Fellas, you look at these guys with a first-inning lead, by the way, as they take the field this afternoon. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with 1 away.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
And the runner back safely.
Carrera.
Towards second. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman. With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Yeah, Matty, what I want you to focus on is the fact that this team does not like to run. Very station to station. It's going to take a couple of hits to score runs with this offense. They swing the bats well, but they don't put any pressure on the defense as far as base running.
Batting 4th.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Dwight Smith Jr., as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Swing and a miss for strike 3.
Striding in, Frank Fleming. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Ferreira is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
This guy's not wasting any time, right? Gets a first pitch fastball, and he flies out deep on the first pitch of the inning.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Dave Lawrence. He singled his last time up.
Lawrence.
Now a ball. Toward the gap in left center. To make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Digging in once again, Frank Fleming. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Frank Fleming.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ball one. Fifth inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Line toward the alley in left center. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Emilio Pena takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. He's set, and the 3-0 offering. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
And he'll get back in safely. Fleming at second. Pereira at first. 1 gone. Now the double steal is on here. Pitches a cold strike. The throw not in time. He's safe at third as they pull off the double steal.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces. At the plate, Carlo Barrios. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Popped him up. And that's going to land foul. Fleming on third. Pereira over at second. Smith is over at first with 1 away. Lined into left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out hit. 1 run scores. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Ready for another shot now. Frank Fleming. First delivery to him on the way. Missed with a slider. The 1-0 home. Popped high in the air. Rincon is under it, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Now to the plate, Frank Fleming. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. In there, a base hit.
Nice AB right there. 2-out single in the 9th. You put yourself in a position to be the tying run. Now you have your boy coming up behind you, the winning run at the plate. Start loosening up the water cooler lids. We could have a walk-off.
And he'll dive back in safely. Fleming is off at first with 2 away. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. 2 big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. that one just missed outside.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking for the final out. That's a tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. He makes the catch, and they have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over. A 1-run finish, 4-3. Minor League Baseball. Ready now, Frank Fleming. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Frank Fleming.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
In there, 2-1. In there, 2-2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Pierce coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Rivera on second. Fleming on at first with nobody out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2-ball, 2-strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
This pitch is popped up. Evans in foul ground. Makes the play, 1 away. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what do they have to do to get the season off to a good start on the road?
Yeah, Matty, every person that bought a ticket tonight came to see one thing, and that's the guy on the mound. But I'll tell you what, from an offensive standpoint, this is what you live for. Who's going to make the adjustments offensively to put quality at bats against this guy? Do they have to get him early? Can someone work themselves into a big count to drive a ball in the gap late? I am so fired up to see this offense take on this monster.
Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Rivera at second. Fleming at first. 1 gone. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Moving under it, Grubb makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. At the plate, Dwight Smith Jr. And as you can see, he's seen that average climb the last week or so. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
Inside, he misses, ball 4. Digging in, Lewis Hammer. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one.
Hammer.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Oh, and he hung the slider here, and it's a towering drive out to deep left field. This ball is gone. A home run. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. 3rd home run for him on the year. Digging in for his second at-bat, Frank Fleming. He reached on a single in his first try. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit out towards second. Barrios takes it in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. At the plate, Frank Fleming. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Frank Fleming.
First pitch of the at-bat. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
Come on, big guy. See it, drive it. See it, drive it.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. Evans waits on it, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors in 2. Stepping up to the plate, Rodney Barrios.
Second baseman.
The 1-2.
Rodney Barrios.
Now a drive out to left center field. Around first, he's digging for second. Arms pumping, he's hustling for third. The relay, well, he is in there with a triple.
Well, we've been waiting for an opportunity like this since the game started.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Emery Grubb. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Smith giving chase, and he makes the catch as just the 1 run comes across him. So digging in now, Frank Fleming.
Center fielder. Frank
First pitch coming.
Fleming.
Here it is. And a fastball just a bit up.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
Lifted down the line in left. Pierce is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Stepping in, Carlos Villafuerte. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Catch made out there in right center as the runner will tag from second. And he'll get into third here on. So striding in, Frank Fleming. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
This game is getting interesting real quick, and the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. So 1-1 is a fastball that misses.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball. Ezekiel Carrera is on deck. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Ezekiel Carrera. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Ryan Diggs.
Third baseman, Ryan Diggs.
From the stretch. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Urena, the runner at third. Rivera over at second. Fleming on at first with 2 down. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
3-2 now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Count still full, 3-2. Another payoff pitch. Drilled down the line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another one sent foul. 3 runs already home here. Fouled off. The next 3-2. This is foul right side. Another full count offering on its way. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run. Striding into the box, Dwight Smith Jr. He's looking to deliver here with the bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Has to challenge him now. Here's the pitch. There's a strike as he gets this one over. It's 3-1 now. The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
Well, he had big aspirations behind that swing. Pretty obvious he was trying to put 4 runs on the board in a hurry.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
Okay, you're up.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Villafuerte there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. Digging in, Tim Perez. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far.
The shortstop, Tim Perez.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Rob Fetter. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at bat with another big hit right here. High in the air out to center field. Urena moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning. 8-2 tonight's final. New Hampshire put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Corey Hippern wins his 3rd of the season. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Please. Welcome to ML. Now at the plate, Frank Fleming, and he comes into this one having hit safely in his last 5 games.
Frank Fleming
takes a high fastball for a strike. Dan Dero, we take a look at our home 9 as they take the field here today. They come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team is starting to really come together. They won last night. They're playing really nice. I expect much more of the same today.
Great tilt on the slider on the inside corner. Vaughn has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. The 3-2 pitch. Lined into right, a base hit. Striding forward now is the DH, Ezekiel Carrera. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Villafuerte is there, 2 down. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Dero, daytime road game for him. What you got?
Yeah, Matty, this lineup is an interesting case study.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors in it. Stepping into the box, Rodney Barrios, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Barrios.
Hit in the air to center field. Fleming is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Digging in the switch hitter, Clay Parrish, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning is over. Now at the plate, Tomas Nido, runner in scoring position with two gone.
Tomas Nido.
The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And nobody can get there in time. Base hit. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Dan, you were one pitch.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Frank Fleming. He singled his last time up. No balls and 1 strike. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Digging in to try it again, Rodney Barrios. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Rodney Barrios.
And he sends it the other way toward right center. O'Daniel on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Pretty painless. Ready for another shot now, Frank Fleming. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner.
Hey, when a pitcher's put in a tough spot, he's usually going to go to what got him here, and that's this guy's slider. Expect to see that more often.
And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Outside, 2-1.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Now a ball hit in the air, and this looks like it'll get him out of it. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So no runs on 2 hits. Striding in once again, Tomas Nido, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here's a blooper out toward left center. And that's going to fall for a base hit. The tying run is in to score from second. It's now a 2-2 ball game.
You know, Dero, there are certain hitters that just love to come up and clutch 2-out RBI situations.
Digging in once again, Clay Parrish. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Sinking line drive out to right center. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he didn't try and do too much. He took what the pitcher gave him, got the front foot down, and was able to fist feed a soft liner over the infielder's head for a knock.
Ready once again, Frank Fleming. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone.
Fleming.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll reach to knock this ball down. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 4-3 ball game. Garrett Gerald comes on now, and this move looks to be all about playing the matchup here.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any doubt about that, Matt. They want the lefty-lefty matchup, and that's usually the right move, but we'll just have to see how this plays out.
Ball taken there, 2-1 now. Handy on second. Fleming is over at first with one away. This is in the air to left. Pierce is there. 2 down. Coming to the plate now, Lewis Hammer.
Now batting, left fielder, Lewis Hammer.
Popped him up. Nido is under it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. So 1 run here on 2 hits. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Frank Fleming. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Now the pitch. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Sanchez, a right-hander standing 6'3". His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter. This is pulled into right, and he dives to make a spectacular. A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Rumble Ponies took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Kyle Russell earns his 3rd win of the year. The game's future star. Stepping up to the plate, Frank Fleming. Pair of hits in 5 trips to the plate in yesterday's game. Guys, you take a look at the home 9 as they enter play here this afternoon. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Hey, Matty, yeah, this is time right here, D-Roll. You'd love to win this 4th game of the series. They drop game 1. They come back and win games 2 and 3 of this set. Nothing they'd like to do more than win this series 3 out of 4 and win this one here on the finale.
Yeah, Dan, they gave away the first game, but they were able to win Friday night and Saturday night. A chance to take 3 of 4 and finish the weekend off strong.
Grubb moves over. 2 gone. Coming to the plate now, Rodney Barrios. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Rodney
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hammer is in pursuit, and that ends the inning. We've played an inning.
leading off for Binghamton, third baseman.
Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Fleming comes on now, and he has it 1 down. Ready for another chance. Frank Fleming 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Fleming.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. The fastball down near the shoe tops. The 1-0 delivery. Rocket to third. That's in there. Base hit. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. He'll try it again from first. Pitch outside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Now
so coming to the plate, Ryan Diggs. He drew a walk his first time up. Looking to minimize the damage here. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, so striding in, Tim Perez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. High in the air out to center field. Fleming on the move. And he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Rob Fetter. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Fleming is right there as he tucks this one away to retire the side. So they go down without a whimper. Digging in and looking for more, Frank Fleming. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch in there for strike 1, 0-1. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. A little bouncer. Ozuna stands at second with 2 gone. Again, he sends it out of play.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Down the left field line and deep, and that will end up a foul ball. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Now batting, Tim Perez. He flew out in his last at bat. Here's the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Fleming sprinting after it. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Next will be the designated hitter, Rob Fetter.
Designated hitter.
The 1-2.
Fetter.
Hit hard back up the middle. That's a base hit, their first of the game.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter.
At the plate, Frank Fleming. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Popped up. Oh, and he botches it. Digging in, Ezekiel Carrera. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Designated hitter.
Here's a look over at first. A dive, but he's back. Fleming, the runner at first with 2 gone. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 1-2. And there he goes towards second. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all. A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. New Hampshire.
A minor leaguer is assigned temporarily to a new role.
It's baseball. Digging in, Jimmy Alford, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday.
Jimmy Alford.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Fleming moves over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And now we'll look at the starting lineup for the visitors in this one. Hero, give us what you have. Now at the plate, Frank Fleming. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Frank Fleming.
Liner toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you could say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
And another snap throw to the bag. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. A 1-1. Misses for the second ball.
Grab your teeth, big guy. Here we go. Come on, big guy. Get your pitch.
And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. And there's 1 down now. Into the box now, David Ozuna. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Fleming leads off second with 1 gun in the inning. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
The 1-2. Runner's on his way to third. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. Stepping up now, Richard Arena. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone.
The shortstop, Richard Arena.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Fleming on third with 2 out. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Back with more. Leading off the inning, Luis Pinheiro, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Luis Pinheiro.
Heading out towards shallow right. Fleming has a read on it. 1 out. So digging in now, Frank Fleming. He reached on a single in his first try.
Frank Fleming.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. Count now, a ball and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two balls and a strike. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
Now batting, catcher, Carlos Barrios.
Pitch out, nothing doing. Fleming leads off first with one away. Two and two.
In a double play situation, that's the location you want a guy to swing at. More than likely, he's going to beat it into the ground.
And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
What you waiting for? What you think we came here for? I want to see you dancing, moving, grooving like you're dancing.
Striding into the box, David Ozuna. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Ozuna.
The 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. And he'll snap one over to first. And a dive, but he's back in there. The 1-2. In the dirt here. Fleming leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning.
Come on, big guy, one time. Here we go.
And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Serrano will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So striding forward now, Anton Serrano. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Serrano
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Fleming is after it, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out. Ready now, Frank Fleming. Couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Fleming.
Line drive to center field. So he'll add one to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
First game of a new series, and he's already sitting on 3 knocks right now. The pitching staff might have to make an adjustment going forward.
Now batting.
Now a snap throw to first.
Carlos
and he'll dive
Barrios.
back in. A breaking ball over the outside corner for strike 2. The 1-2. Bouncer up the middle. He's got it. One there. On to first as they get the double play. Now in the box, Horatio Bruntlett. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Grounded to the right. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. This one pretty well in the bag. At the plate, Frank Fleming. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now.
Frank Fleming.
And a strike called at the knees. 0-1.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective. 1
ball, 1 strike to count. And a fastball just a bit up.
Looks like he's pitching pretty cautiously right here, but that happens when a guy's 3 for 3 on the day. Usually he's a guy you challenge a little bit more, but I guess he's earned some respect in this one.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, but coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first out. Stepping into the box, Luis Pinheiro. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. down by a bundle. It's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball.
Striding in to start the ninth, Jimmy Alford, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Alford.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under it, Fleming, one down. 8-3 tonight. New Hampshire jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Paul Johnson notches his third win of the year as he turns. It's baseball. Stepping in, Frank Fleming, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Frank Fleming.
In there at the letters 0-1. One out, nobody on. Sent on the ground out to second. Hager is right there, and that's the second out. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Antonio Hernandez. He singled his last time up.
Hernandez.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Fleming is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So they go quietly here. Digging in for his second at-bat, Frank Fleming, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Right side, hit hard. It's flagged down deep in the hole. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Digging in to try it again, Frank Fleming. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Rivera at second. Diggs at first. 2 out in the inning.
Let's
0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Patrick Hager. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he squares up on this one, deep to straightaway right. But that'll be off the right field wall. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he is into third with a 2-out triple. So a big moment here, and standing in, Frank Fleming. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here, because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
Serrano will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2. Striding in once again, Jose Vasquez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one hopping it off the wall for an easy double. Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common. And
it's baseball. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Ramon Ramirez. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Ground ball right side. Speared on the dive. Touche, sir. So coming to the plate, Frank Fleming. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. Chopped weakly to the left. He's got to hurry. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. Ready for another chance. Frank Fleming. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And a ball 1-0. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
And that play is indicative of how their entire season has gone so far. They make the routine plays difficult, and if there's a tough play, they really struggle with it. They need to tighten up their fundamentals so they can get back on track.
And a dive, but he's back in. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Throw over to the bag. And he's safe. The 2-1 home. And the pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Hit hard down the right field line, but foul. Fleming takes his lead at third with one away. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone. Digging in the switch hitter, Sean Haas. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Stepping in, James Law.
Leading off for Portland.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case. You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Ready once again, Jimmy Alford. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. Fleming racing back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And he is all the way over to third now with a 2-out triple.
Well, when this thing left it.
Digging in once again, Frank Fleming. He's looking to make this a 2-0 game if he can perhaps get a ball airborne here. And that misses inside 1-0. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. Herrera stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Line, but speared on a hop. Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now.
He's been great on the mound up until this inning, and yeah.
Ready for another shot now, Jimmy Alford. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater. Catch made here in medium deep right center, and the runner's breaking from third. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Ramon Ramirez. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first.
Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the
At the plate, Frank Fleming, 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one.
Right fielder, Frank
And
Fleming.
this is taken outside for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. 3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Sea Dogs used a 3. Time for minor league. Striding into the box, Frank Fleming. He drove in one of their 2 runs in last night's ball game. Runners back. He's set and the pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Here's a strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Benitez will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. Stepping in, Henry Rosa. He reached on a single in his first try.
Rosa.
Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. Leading off the inning, Frank Fleming, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score.
Standing in, Frank Fleming. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Fleming.
In there at the knees, strike 1. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Now batting, David Sanchez. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one.
Sanchez.
Throw over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. The 3-1, and he popped him up, but this will land untouched.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Benitez is there, and he puts it away to stop. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Derek Haley. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Fleming on the move. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. Now in the box, Frank Fleming.
Right fielder, Frank Fleming.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
This is the tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. He might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
The 2-0 on the way. A line shot to third base. And the runner gets back. No double play. Standing in, Frank Fleming. And their runners at the corners now.
Frank Fleming.
First offering on its way. Leaves a changeup high for a strike. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Ground ball foul down the left side. But that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Ready with the 0-2. And misses badly on a pitch down in the dirt.
That's a great take right there. You knew the pitcher was going to try and expand the zone. 0-2 in a big spot. And he was able to spit on that one. Hopefully get something in the heart of the plate this pitch.
Still a ball and 2 strikes. Another 1-2 delivery. Lifted in the air to center field. Stevenson waits on it, and the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning, 1 error, and 2 men left stranded. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. The Fisher Cats are out in front, 7-4. Now at the plate, Ibrahim Benitez. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. He makes the catch, and they have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. 7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. The show's striding forward now is the DH, Jeff Colbert. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Colbert.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Fleming ranging back. Gone!
Hey, when you hit a blast like that.
Into the box, Frank Fleming, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Fleming.
There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. The 1-0. Is a fastball taken high for a ball.
No strike.
Now the 2-0. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, had the green light there, but it's 3 balls and a strike now. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So personally, I'd much rather see him with a controlled swing and try to put the ball in play.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Carlo Barrios. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. And he is in there.
Man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
Hit down the line at first. And this is a base hit, and that'll get him on the board as this ball game is tied at 1.
Yeah, it's always nice to get a run right back after you've given one up to the guys.
Settling in now, Frank Fleming. He singled his last time up.
Fleming.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. 4-1's our score here in inning number 3. 1-0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Now the 2-1. Misses low. Good take on the curveball there.
This is good patience here to work at the 3-1, especially after 2 quick outs to start the inning. Even if you don't end up getting a hit or drawing a walk, at least you're making the guy work a little bit and giving your pitcher a chance to rest a little.
Pulled toward right center field. Stevenson is in pursuit. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So they breeze through this half. So striding in, Ken Garcia is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. On the ground to the right side. And there's out number 2. Stepping into the box, Andrew Stevenson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 3-2 pitch. High in the air out towards shallow right. Fleming is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here. Digging in, Adrian Sanchez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Hit the other way out toward right field. Fleming has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning.
Now batting.
At the plate, Frank Fleming. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. A ball and no strikes.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Now a throw over. Runner back safely. The 1-1. Taken, strike 2. Fleming, base runner at first with 1 out. Here's a look over to first, and he'll get back in safely. The 1-2. Hit back up the middle. Scooped up, bare-handed for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is with. Now to the plate, Frank Fleming.
Right fielder, Frank Fleming.
First pitch on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
The 2-1 is a slider that can't catch the outside.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
But the runner's back easily. That's lifted the other way out to left. Garcia has a beat on it, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard.
Leading off
the inning, Henry Rosa, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Liner in there for a base hit.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning.
Digging in and looking for more, Henry Rosa.
Catcher, Henry Rosa.
right side. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
And if you're the manager, you've got to love that about your team. They were down to their last strike, but they refused to go down without a fight, so they lived to fight some more.
At the plate, Adrian Sanchez. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt,
On to first, and that's your ball game. A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The New Hampshire Fisher Cats took the lead in the second inning and rode. Minor League Baseball. Striding in, Frank Fleming. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First delivery to him on the way. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Garcia is there, 1 down. Digging in, Tom Jenkins, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one. Hit the other way out toward right field. Fleming is over a few steps toward the line, and he has it for the first out. Digging in, Abraham Benitez, and he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Heading out toward shallow right. Fleming has it in his tracks, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Stepping into the box, Frank Fleming, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Fleming.
Looking to minimize the damage here. And there's the Jackson fastball as he uses it to get ahead 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
The 0-1 pitch is a slider that can't catch the outside. Fleming, just a 19-year-old, could be scheduled for an appearance at the All-Star game this year. So far, he's received the 2nd most votes among right fielders in his league.
Yeah, and he's been having an excellent season to date, making a push towards that All-Star game. Hey, fans, get out there and vote. This guy sits in 2nd place, but I'm sure he'd like to be named starter.
And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes. Pereira at 3rd, Hammer over at 2nd, Smith on at 1st with 2 down. And that's off his leg on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at 1st, and that'll put in. Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Adrian Sanchez, a base hit in his 1st trip.
Sanchez.
This is on the ground over to 1st. Scooped up on the backhand, and they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. Ready for another chance? Ken Garcia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hit the other way out toward right field. Fleming is under this one, and he will put it away to retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors. Digging in once again, Frank Fleming. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. The windup and the 0-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Kearney, a 6'4" lefty. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Pretty painless half of the. Ready once again, Frank Fleming.
Right fielder, Frank.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted the other way to left center. Stevenson is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Ready for another shot now. Roosevelt Mackey.
The shortstop, Roosevelt
The 0-1.
Mackey.
This is skied out toward right. Fleming giving chase. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first.
All you can ask as an offense is to try and get that tying run into that.
Anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that
Fans,
other
our
team's
final
ballpark.
Welcome to ML. Into the box now.
Batting
Frank
second.
Fleming
Right
took an
fielder.
0 for 4 in the victory last
Fleming.
night. Here comes the first pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Just missing here, 2-0. Fellas, you take a look at the home side here as they take the field this afternoon. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, it hasn't been the best of times, D-Roll. They've lost the first 3 games of this set at home, and the last thing you want to do is to get swept in a 4-game series at home. You need to win this one.
Yeah, it can't happen. Can't get swept 4 games in a row on your home turf. Watch for the manager to make, he's going to make moves, and he's going to make them quick. I don't know what they're going to be pitching, hit and run. Something's happening today.
Striding in, Darren Handy. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Hit hard down the left field line, but this will be foul. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. Hit toward the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
Another full count pitch home. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away. Next will be the designated hitter, Dwight Smith Jr. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Now the 3-0 offering is laid off, but in there for strike one. Oh, now a line drive, and he's not going to have a play on it in right. This ball gets down for extra bases. 1 run is scored.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one.
Striding in once again, Frank Fleming. He reached on a single in his first try.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And he falls behind now, 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
3-0 now. From the windup, the 3-0 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin inning number 3. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Darren Handy. He singled his last time up. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
And another throw over, and the runner back safely. Fleming on at first, nobody out. And yet another throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. Once more, a throw over, and the runner back. Now the 2-1 pitch. Count even at 2-2. Fleming aboard here at first with nobody out. Sent on the ground out to second, and that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes this is a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Count remains full. Another full count pitch home. Strike taken to throw. Not in time. He's safe at third as they pull off the double steal. Digging in to try it again. Dwight Smith Jr. stands in here after doubling home 2 in his first at bat. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. At the plate, David Sanchez coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up.
Sanchez.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score. Digging in, Frank Fleming.
Right fielder.
First offering on its way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Benitez sprinting after it. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Stepping up now, Frank Fleming. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and a strike to count. And he takes this one high, 1-1.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
2-1 to count. Swing and a line drive. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
The 1-2. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. The next 1-2 pitch. This is line to left. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. Now a long throw to third. Throw won't get him. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. So here's the cleanup hitter, Lewis Hammer, and their runners at the corners now. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second.
All right, come on now, one time, let it fly.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Dwight Smith Jr. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. 2-2 now.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The payoff pitch one more time. And a fastball misses there. Ball 4. Digging in the switch hitter, David Sanchez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. The 3-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Stevenson moves over, and that's the second out of the inning. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's an 8-1 ball game. Digging in and looking for more, Frank Fleming, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Good lead off is second there. Now the pitch. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1.
If you know you got a real patient hitter at the plate, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here, attacking the zone 0-0 and getting ahead.
Grounded down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is hit softly to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play. Now at the plate, Darren Handy. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. And he just manages to get his hand in. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Looks like he's pitching pretty cautiously right here, but that happens when a guy's 3 for 3 on the day. Usually he's a guy you challenge a little bit more, but I guess he's earned some respect in this one.
The 2-2. Runners off for second. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap. And the runner from third crosses the plate. Now a 9-4 ball game.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher have the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
Now batting.
Striding forward now is the DH, Dwight Smith Jr. It was a walk in his last trip. A little roller toward the hole. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. Striding into the box, Frank Fleming. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game. Hit hard on the ground to second. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Standing in, Tom Jenkins.
Now batting, right fielder, Tom Jenkins.
Here's the 1-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Fleming coming in, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. 11-5 the final tally in this one. New Hampshire posted 11 runs.
A player new to his AA squad gets a tip from one of his coaches. This hitting coach is looking to get more out of one of his sluggers.
Time for minor league baseball here on the show. Ready now, Frank Fleming, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. He tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike one. Now here's the pitch. Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now.
Hey, let's go now. One time.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Doug Benny.
Center fielder.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he'll reach second now with one away.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Pitch is popped up. Lusk is there, 2 down. Settling in now, Alexi Valdez. He drew a walk his first time up.
Alexi Valdez.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Fleming is after it, but he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Leading off for
stepping into the box, Frank Fleming comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice.
Coming to the plate now, Frank Fleming.
Frank Fleming.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Jason Sandoval. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Hey, after that hit right.
So digging in now, Doug Benny. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Fleming looking up, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count. With standing in, Frank Fleming. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
I know he's well aware of the fact he can't tie this with one swing of the bat, but maybe he's trying to ignite the boys by driving something out of the ballpark.
Line drive to center field, and that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. Now out of the dugout comes the manager as he'll make his way towards the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Tapper up the line. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end a 6-0 shutout to finish off tonight's game. Hartford rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Eugene Rodriguez earned his 5th win of the year. The game's in now, Frank Fleming. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. And that one just missed outside. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
High in the air out to center field. Cisneros moves over, and he makes the catch for the second out. Now in the box, Brett Shepard. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one. 0-1, here it comes. Heading out towards shallow right. Fleming moves over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Stepping into the box, Frank Fleming. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Fleming.
Lined hard toward right center, but this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right field. Stepping in, number 90. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Third baseman, number 90.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Fleming moves over, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Into the box, William Chavez.
Second baseman, William Chavez.
The 1-1. Grounded to the right. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Now to the plate, Frank Fleming.
Now batting, right fielder, Frank Fleming.
First delivery to him on the way. Luke over toward first, but an easy play over at first to glove it, and the side is. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Nate Kramer. He singled his last time up. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
At the plate, Frank Fleming. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
And this hops over the wall out there for a ground rule double, and maybe a tough break as that'll freeze the runner at third with 2 gone.
There's one of the disadvantages right there to the ground rule double rule. With the runner on first, more than likely if the ball stays in the ballpark, he's going to easily be able to score. But once it bounces over the fence, it's only third base for that base runner.
Grounded to short. To his right, Kramer. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Digging in now, Brett Shepard. And their runners at the corners now.
Brett Shepard.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Fleming is under it, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits. And tonight's comes to an end, 6-3 the final. Hartford used a nice 5th inning to take the lead. Minor league. Digging in, Frank Fleming. First at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. The 2-1. Smoke toward third. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting fifth, designated
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. He's got himself a 1-out single.
You know, it's funny. The first 2 strikes are for the fans. You're trying to put balls in the seats right there.
So coming to the plate, Frank Fleming. He's 0 for 1 thus far, and he's back easily. From the stretch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
The count now at 2-1. The 2-1. Taken, strike two.
Frozen with a high fastball there. We'll see if they try to climb the ladder even more on the next pitch.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he's trying to run that ball up and in to try to tie him up, but it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, in today's game, everybody's fighting so hard to keep their hands inside the baseball that I think a non-executed pitch on the inner half, Dan, is exactly what the batter's looking for. Something he can keep his hands inside and just fist to the opposite field.
Now another 1-2. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Chopped weakly to the left. He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Coming to the plate now, Jason Sandoval. He reached on a single in his first try. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run.
Well, you really can't blame the man on the mound.
Stepping in, Alexi Valdez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Hit the other way out toward right field. Fleming is right there as he takes it for the second out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Wyatt McClory. He went down on strikes last time up.
Wyatt
Ground ball right side. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
Hey, there's a good job of battling.
So stepping in, Frank Fleming. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the seventh. Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. Buck over to his right. Makes the play, 1 away. Now at the plate, Brett Shepard. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Heading out toward shallow right. Fleming on the move. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So striding forward now, Frank Fleming.
Frank Fleming.
Here's the first pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1.
Now, I'm sure these infielders know it, but this hitter can burn down the baseline. So if he puts a ground ball in play, the defense is going to have to make a perfect turn to turn 2.
Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
Now a ball hit sharply toward third. And that is down for extra bases as that ought to plate the go-ahead run and maybe another. And the runner will score from second. And a relay to the plate. And not in time as the second run scores.
Dan, this had all the makings of going extra innings, but right there, a knock to drive in 2 for your team.
Yeah, D-Roll, that's a huge 2 RBI base hit here in the top of the 9th inning.
Carlo Barrio.
Fleming, the runner at second with 1 away. Still 1-2.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back to back. I don't think there'll be a third.
But he gets back in time, safe at second base. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time as he just does get in there ahead of the throw.
And to me, they just can't let guys get lead like that, especially knowing that the guy behind the plate isn't known for his arm. Here, he swipes third, and they just kind of gave it to him.
High in the air into shallow left center. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
Hey, Dero, that's a big...
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark...